You know, right now in the business world, a new kind of performance gap is opening up and it is widening fast. We're going to talk about how artificial intelligence has officially moved from some future idea to the essential tool that's creating a new class of leaders. Leaders who are, frankly, leaving everyone else behind.
But before we continue,
Make sure you pound that like button
and subscribe to our channel to get our latest videos on AI.
and drop your thoughts in the comments section. We want to hear from you.
So let's just start with a really direct question. I want you to think for a second about your company, about your industry. Right at this moment, are you the one out in front setting the pace, or does it feel like you're playing catch up?
Because here's the thing, the data is showing a massive performance gap between companies, and it's getting wider literally every single day. And the engine that's driving this whole divide, the one big thing that's separating the leaders from the laggards, well, it's not a secret anymore.
Okay, so let's really get into this. This new competitive edge, it's not about what you might think. It's not about having some legacy or about being the biggest company on the block. Nope. It's about one thing and one thing only, the strategic adoption of AI.
But I get it. AI advantage can sound like just another one of those corporate buzzwords, right? So, what does it actually mean in the real world? How does it go from being this abstract idea to something that actually hits your bottom line?
Let's just strip it all down. An AI business advantage is when a company uses AI to do three things way better than anyone else: improve its speed, dial up its precision, and achieve massive scalability. It's really that simple and that unbelievably powerful.
And listen, we are not talking about futuristic robots here. We're talking about real, tangible business results that you can see today. Think about responding to leads so fast you close more deals, or getting higher conversion rates because your marketing is just smarter. These are the actual metrics that define who wins and who loses. And this is exactly how that performance gap gets wider and wider.
Now, you don't have to just take my word for it. Let's look at the data because the numbers coming from the world's top research institutions, they tell a very, very clear story.
So let's start with a big headline figure. According to PwC, AI is on track to add a staggering 15 trillion $700 billion to the global economy by 2030. This isn't just some little trend. This is a fundamental economic earthquake.
But what's maybe just as important as the sheer size of this shift is the speed. McKinsey's data shows that AI adoption has more than doubled in just a handful of years. It's gone from being a nice to have for the innovation department to being a core must have business function. The acceleration is just off the charts.
And this isn't just some high level 30,000 foot view. When you zoom in, the impact is just as clear. Research from the National Bureau of Economic Research actually found that on the ground, in places like customer support, generative AI gives a huge measurable boost to productivity. It literally makes your teams better, especially the newer folks. That's proof of real human level impact right there.
Okay, so all of this data, all these trends, they all point to what might be the single most important takeaway we're going to talk about. The real advantage, it doesn't come from just talking about AI, it comes from strategic implementation.
This right here is the fundamental difference. In one corner, you have experimentation. It's kind of passive, it's slow, it's focused on these abstract moonshot projects, and mostly it just creates more meetings and discussion. But in the other corner, you have strategic implementation. This is active, it's decisive, it's focused on practical things that work today. And this is what creates a real undeniable advantage.
And hey, this isn't just my opinion. The folks at Harvard Business Review are crystal clear on this. Their advice: focus on high impact operational use cases. The stuff that makes a difference right now, instead of getting lost in the weeds of purely experimental projects,
So you're probably asking, okay, where do I start? Well, the highest impact, the quickest wins, they come from really practical applications. Things like AI powered customer engagement, automating your marketing and SEO, using predictive analytics to make smarter choices, and putting in intelligent voice systems. These are the areas that give you immediate ROI.
It really all boils down to this one simple but incredibly powerful idea. The companies that are actively implementing AI right now are building a durable, lasting advantage. And the ones who are hesitating, they're creating a deep and potentially fatal vulnerability.
So this brings us to the final and most critical part. Because this has stopped being a conversation about technology, it's now a conversation about leadership and about making a decisive move.
Let's just recap the proven benefits one last time. Strategic AI isn't some gamble, it is the proven path to increasing your productivity and making your customers happier. It is how you boost your marketing performance while cutting out waste, and ultimately, how you build a much stronger, more defensible position in your market.
And if there's just one thing you take away from all of this, please let it be this. Don't let the idea of AI intimidate you. This is not about being a tech wizard. It's about having clarity on your goals, having a solid plan for execution, and being really intentional about how you integrate these tools into your business.
The evidence is all there. The economic shift is happening as we speak. The advantage truly belongs to those who decide to act. So the only real question left is, what's your move going to be?